In the quirky, tune-filled corridors of Dandy's world, things usually run like clockwork, until Flight decides his stomach is the new main character. The midnight snack mishap. It all started when Flight, the energetic little dragonfly toon, found a stash of special glowberries near the garden district. Being Flight, he didn't just have one, he zoomed through the bush like a miniature vacuum cleaner. By the time the next floor blackout hit, Flight wasn't buzzing at his usual max speed. He was hovering about 2 inches off the ground, looking a bit greener than usual. The engine trouble. Guys? Flight squeaked, clutching his midsection as his wings gave a pathetic little flutter. I think my propeller is broken. Dandy, ever the helpful and slightly impatient host, looked down from his flower bed. Flight, you're supposed to be scouting for tapes, not auditioning for a role as a puddle. The symptoms. Every time Flight tried to zip away, his tummy let out a sound like a rusty radiator. The struggle. He tried to distract a twisted, but instead of a daring getaway, he let out a loud hiccup that released a tiny puff of glittery smoke. The rescue. Seeing their scout in distress, Goob rushed over. Don't worry, Flight. I've got you. Goob wrapped Flight in a giant squishy hug, which unfortunately just made Flight's stomach gurgle even louder. The cure. Eventually, the team realized Flight hadn't been corrupted. He was just over-caffeinated on garden snacks. They sat him down in a quiet corner of the elevator, where Brightney used her light to keep him warm. Next time, Brightney whispered, maybe stick to the regular écor and leave the glowing berries alone? Flight gave a weak thumbs up, curled into a tiny ball, and fell fast asleep. The next day, he was back to his zippy self, though he gave the garden district a very wide berth for a while. Would you like me to create an image of Flight looking a little green and clutching his tummy in the garden? The moral of the story is mostly about moderation and mindfulness. Here is the breakdown of the lesson Flight learned. Too much of a good thing is bad. Even if the glowberries look delicious, eating the entire stash was a recipe for disaster. It's important to know your limits. Be careful what you consume. Just because something looks shiny or interesting, like mysterious garden berries, doesn't mean it's safe to eat. Your actions affect the team. Because Flight wasn't feeling well, he couldn't do his job scouting for his friends. Taking care of yourself is actually a way of taking care of your teammates. Would you like another story featuring a different Dandy's World character, perhaps about Goob or Shrimpo?
Bye-bye, guys. That's the end of the story and the moral. May you hope and have fun so badly.